Well, hello everyone. Let me go ahead and get going with this presentation. Welcome parents. My name is Janelle Mattis and I teach AP Art History as well as all of the drawing and painting classes at Naperville North. This is a class where we have both North and Central students. So I just wanted to give you a broad overview of what we do in AP Art History. And so first off, just some contact information. If you need to get a hold of me, the best bet is through email. So I have included that there for you as well, but I also have my voicemail. During remote learning, I will be in school half of the time at least, if not more, because I do have school-age children at home and I'm not sure I can properly teach class at home with so many people online at the same time. And so a couple of things first, students should log themselves into AP Classroom. And so there's a join number here for them to do. This will have access to all of their AP courses, but also some preparation materials for taking the test if they're so interested. So just wanted to make sure I let you guys know about that. And then also, one of the things that they're going to be doing a lot is using their textbook. So you should have seen a really thick, gigantic textbook come home, as well as 5 different study guides. Those study guides are for the entire year. So hopefully that didn't seem too overwhelming. But also we're going to be using a lot of websites. So they'll be using these ones in particular. And so I just wanted to make sure that you knew those resources, and those are all available on Canvas for them. And then I just wanted to give you a little bit of highlights of what we're going to be doing. We're going to be focusing on what is art and how it's made. Why does art change? And thinking about all the factors that relate to that. And we really base the curriculum on what the College Board has set up. So we're going to be focusing on global art history. So we'll be looking at every single continent except for Antarctica. And so we'll be looking at traditions from prehistory all the way to contemporary day, as well as different cultures around the world. So we'll explore Africa and Asia and Native Americas in North, Central, and South America as well. And here's some of those resources that I mentioned before. So like the textbook that we use, it's a little older. We haven't updated the book for a while. And so a lot of what we do is actually now online through what we call Smart History. It was bought by Khan Academy, which you probably are aware of. So for grading, a lot of people are always curious about how we grade. For AP Art History, I've divided it into 10% practice and then 90% quizzes and tests and projects. So they're going to be taking notes through those handouts that I gave. So those through the 3 study guides as well as the 2 note takers. That's where we're going to be taking our notes for the year. They're going to be expected to do at the least the note takers. The study guides are there to help them if they are struggling to kind of gain the main concepts of each of the readings and videos. But we'll assess those before they take a test. They might have some reading quizzes, some practice writings, different progress checks through AP Classroom, check-ins for things like research projects. And then a bulk of their grade will come from their quizzes. So they might have a reading quiz. If I feel like people aren't doing some of the readings that have been given as homework, we'll have quizzes over content every, I'd say, week and a half to 2 weeks. And normally I try to chunk those into small parts so that it's not too overwhelming. We'll have some research projects to help them get prepared for the AP exam and do some independent research, as well as some quarterfinals. So instead of taking one big final exam at the end of the semester, we'll break it up into 2 quarterfinals. And so their quarterfinals will in total be 15% of their total grade. So I just wanted to kind of share with you what we pretty much do at the beginning. And I just really want them to understand that they actually already know a lot about artwork. So we talk about like looking at what is content. So what is the artwork like physically? What do you see? Like, what do you already understand? So content is the things that you recognize. And so we start with several images, kind of just focusing on what they're about and what symbols and what visual information they're able to read through the image. Then we look at things like focus, like where does our attention go? This is going to be really to the heart of what the artwork is about, is, you know, where our eye is kind of led visually. So what seems to be the most important and how do we get there? So like through this example, through lighting and gesture. We'll focus on mood. So with mood, you know, how does a lighting create mood? How does color create mood? How does technique create mood? We'll look at realism. You know, why is something realistic? Why is something not realistic? Is it cultural? This is a religious piece in the medieval era, and a lot of people think, oh, they really lost their skills after the Greeks and the Romans, but in actuality, they wanted to make it look like it's another world rather than our world because it's tied to religious beliefs. So this was truly intentional. So I try to have them have an understanding of that, of choices that artists make. And, you know, what the function of the art, what's the artist's intent to scare, to make us feel at home and at peace, to make fun, to tell stories about the individual artists, thinking about who purchases art, like why is it made, what's the function, you know, death, power, religious beliefs, beliefs in the afterlife, you know, where are these things originally placed, and so on. So wow, that probably went faster than I expected. If you have any questions or concerns about AP Art History, feel free to reach me at my email. Thank you.